Hey, welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona here at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. And in today's episode on Monday, what I call Contribution Freedom Monday, we are going to be talking about your life purpose, my Soul Tribe's life purpose, my students' life purpose, just life purpose, right? And so building a life purpose-led business as a spiritual business owner, having that spiritual business success, let me know what that means to you. Let me know in the comments what that means to you when you think of your life purpose. It's a big thing. Like, you know, what you feel called to do. Are you committed to what you feel called to do? Do you know? Have you figured out what you really feel called to do? Have you figured out like what you really want to do in your business? And are you committed to your calling? That's what I'd like to know. So for me, life purpose has, my life purpose has evolved in my business. But as I did my 1 week to create a badass spiritual business vision board challenge over this last week, and I do it live annually on the second week in December at 7:30 p.m. UK time. And we start off the week, we kick off with like life purpose and having a vision on that. And so when I put my vision on it, it's what I'm doing now. I'm very fortunate enough to know what it is that I want to do in the world, which I didn't always. Do you know? Do you have a clear vision? This or something better? Do you have a movement inside of you? Like, do you have clarity around it? Do you have the confidence to execute on it? Do you have the systems and strategies in place to manifest that spiritual life and work balance and actually reach the people that you are here to serve? Are you getting out of your own way so your vision actually manifests? Do you feel in the vibration of already achieving what it is that you believe is your life purpose? How did you discover your life purpose? Was it through challenges? Was it through an awakening? What was it? I'd love to know. So let's dive into the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. I talk about freedom. I talk about the vision of freedom. I talk about your value of freedom and raising your vibration to a level of freedom. And every single day, I talk about your life work balance and your spiritual business success, and we apply it to 7 areas in your life. So contribution freedom is Monday. That's your life purpose. Health freedom is Tuesday, self-explanatory. Emotional freedom, environmental freedom, relationship freedom, spiritual freedom, and financial freedom. So when you think of your life purpose, how much of a priority has it been? Has it had you so focused on it? For me, it did at one point. So focused on it that other areas of your life has gone out of balance, whether you're contributing in your lifestyle or in your light work. Do you feel out of balance as you pursue that? I've had a really epic week doing my annual challenge. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm just going to put my feet up. And today, my contribution in my light lifestyle to have that light work and that lifestyle balance, my granddaughter was in a school play, because it's like, you know, a Christmas show, nativity kind of thing. And I was off and I was thinking about, you know, getting back and doing some work and fulfilling my purpose. And I realized I'm present in the moment, but only for like a certain period of time. Do you find that? Do you find yourself distracted and called back to like getting on with, you know, doing your purpose? And a soul sister of mine pointed that out. She's like, I said, I'm tired. And she said, you know, rest, and you get downloads when you're resting, and you know, you don't want to drain yourself. You've had like a big week with the vision board challenge. And I said, I'm fine, I'm good, but I'd rather be doing. I'm driven by my purpose, not because I didn't want to see my granddaughter. That bit was fine. But I was chatting. I was out of the house for like unplanned for about 6 hours. No, 7 hours. 6 hours. Just over 6 hours anyway. And it was lovely. But I'm committed to doing this live. It's like 9:30 p.m. for me. And I have this daily practice where I want to be in tune with my purpose and reach the people that I'm here to serve, which I'm sure that you do too. So let me know what the vision is for your purpose, and let me know if I can support you in any way. I have community around that, and I've just created a community of women over 40 in spiritual business, and I did that as part of my vision board challenge, like towards the end. I don't know whether it was on Relationship Freedom Friday or Spiritual Freedom Saturday, and I just felt nudged to create that community so that I want to meet, my vision is to meet like-minded women in spiritual business, online and offline, and really get to know them. I really have a conversation and connect others as well, not just to me. And so that space, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens over this next year, connecting with really driven. And I know that many people would be driven if they weren't held back by fear. Do you know what I mean? Fear is contradictory to, like, I think we've got a life purpose led business, and this is what we're really called to do. Why do we have fear around it? Why do we? Like, I was terrified of coming on camera at one point. Now I'm good. But, you know, why do we have that fear? Do you have any fear around serving? Do you have any fear around showing up, speaking out, and serving deep? Anyway, I'm rambling, but that's what came to mind. I am tired, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the 7 Reasons Frequency podcast because that's my commitment. I didn't know what I would say, but I want to get to know more people that are in tune with it, like putting their stake in the ground. This is my I don't know about you, but I don't have people in my local area, and I'm about to relocate in my local, that are like purpose driven, that I know of. Obviously there are people, but that I know of that are purpose driven by the purpose, and they're like, you know, I'm at it, I'm getting at it. People look at me, I know I'm blurry. People look at me, I'm going to try and, people look at me like I'm crazy. Well, I think they're looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, what is she on? Why is she doing all these things online? Why is she, you know what I mean? Like, and the community online, they just get you. And I want to meet more life purpose led business owners in 2025. If you have a purpose and you are here to kick it, like you're driven, drop me a comment. Don't be shy. What I do is I go live and I see people coming in and coming out, and I can see that someone's on. Where are the comments? Like, do you have a life purpose led business? You've looked at the title, you've come in, you've clicked, just scrolling, maybe doom scrolling on socials. Come and have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like, come and have a conversation. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I really would. Anyway, let's do this. Do you know what? I did my lighting and it's still crazy. I've got to get a new camera because I don't even know what it's doing. Hey, if you are familiar with this YouTube podcast and if you're listening, then fantastic. Thank you. If you are not, consider subscribing at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona, on YouTube, although I haven't given you great content, but I do. And I gave a lot of content right throughout the week on my 1 week to create a badass spiritual business vision board challenge, which I will leave in the show notes and in the description, in the cards, all the things. I think it's in there. And I have my book called Spiritual YouTubers. I'm matching with it now. Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul-guided influencer's compass to leverage your Lightwork and lifestyle on YouTube. I would love for you to get a copy if you don't have a copy, and leave a review on Amazon. Hopefully you'll find it of value. I love it. I love contributing. So it's Contribution Freedom Monday. My life purpose is packaged up in the book. It really is. And all the business and all what I'm doing is literally packaged up in that book. I've loved it. So here on the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast, we talk about your vision. I've talked about that a little bit. What is your vision? If you don't have clarity on your vision, go through my 1 week to create a badass spiritual business vision board challenge, and you will focus on every single area of your life. It was lit. It was amazing. I loved it. I love doing it. I do it annually live on the second week of December at 7:30 p.m. UK time. About 90 minutes a day. Yesterday was Financial Freedom Sunday, and that just, it was a couple of hours. It was good. I think it was good stuff. Let me know what you think. It's good stuff. I was very high vibing. We also talk about rating your vibrational frequency. It's the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast. Lots of people have gone in and out wherever you are. Lots of people have gone in and out. I can see when it says somebody's on, somebody will be on for a minute, somebody will be on for like a couple seconds. That's the beauty of streaming it out live. So that, and I don't normally stream out at this time. But that's the beauty of streaming out live and just repurposing. And my intention is to reach more ambitious spiritual business owners who want to get the light work out in the world, who are high vibing. And that's one of the reasons why I ask, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling in soul funk? Are you feeling in soul flow? Soul funk is like, one is a meh. Like, I'm done with this online stuff, or business sucks. I don't reach the people that I'm here to serve. Like, what's wrong with people anyway? They're wonky. Versus 11, I'm badassing it. And, my soul tribe comes to me and, they're amazing. And I'm building relationships and all those things. Rate your vibrational frequency. How are you contributing online and offline? How are you contributing in your business? Is it going well? I think the online space, a soul sister said to me today, she had a launch and she was like, I've come to that launches don't work. There used to be a buzz around launches, and I think there was a buzz around launches. And I wouldn't say that it's completely saturated and it doesn't work, but there's a lot that goes into a launch. I have the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, but this is part of my Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, showing up every day. Hey, love, how you doing? Robin is on with us. It doesn't say that you're on. It says 0 people watching, which is interesting. Still doesn't say that you're on. And where are you? You're on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I have rambled. So now it says you're on. I've rambled for the last 12 minutes on life purpose. And like, what is your life purpose? And I'm fortunate to know what my life purpose is and to be able to package it up in my book. And, rating our vibration around, it's been slow. And rating our vibration around that, like, okay, one is like wonky, you feel wonky, people feel wonky in the online space, or like I was talking about launch. One of my soul sisters was saying that she had a launch today and she's like, I've come to the conclusion that launches don't work. I don't follow the launch model and the list building and what have you. That's not part of my purpose, not part of my contribution. And I was looking back, which I'd shared with you, Robin. Yeah, life purpose. Today's life purpose, contribution freedom, is about your life purpose and contributing in your light work and your lifestyle. And I had found some old slides. These slides, they were awful. Considering I've got, like, I use my mind map and I do a 5.5 hour, it's supposed to be 4 hours, training, a masterclass, and I hold people's attention for the whole entire time, is like a miracle. And so that soul sister was saying, she did really bad, and I don't believe that she would have done really bad on her presentation. She, when it doesn't go according to plan, and it's like, and she was scared, and she said, is the fear, there's fear around things. Sometimes there's fear around our life purpose, and I'm not really getting why. We are here to do our light work, and it's our life purpose. We're like, yes, this is the thing that I'm meant to do, and then instant block, like, I'm not doing it, don't want to take action. Like, I was watching Mel Robbins yesterday. I shared it with you, Robin, and she says how to manifest properly, and I was like, yes, I loved it. I loved the video that Mel Robbins put on a YouTube channel, and she was saying about how to manifest properly, and my whole week was about that. Like, people, she's like, well, if you want to run a marathon, this has not got to do with life purpose. Say, I don't know, say it is business and your life purpose, and I don't know, you want to write a book and you visualize, read, people are buying my book, yay, and celebrating. Mel Robbins would say, no, in order to wire our brain for success and to do the things is visualize yourself writing, spending time, getting out there, doing the hard work. She was using a marathon as her example of don't just visualize yourself running over the finish line. Actually think of yourself as getting up in the morning at 5 a.m. when it's raining, putting your trainers on and still going for a walk. It's not thinking of the vision properly. And I love to perspective, because as we get our life purpose out there and we're thinking, you know, I've got this business that I want to build. Okay, what are the steps that we need to take to actually build that business? Do you know what I mean? And what is that really? Like, what is a launch really? Is a launch going in somebody's group and doing a presentation and that's it, and people showing up and that's it? If you went through the Jeff Walker's product launch formula, it's weeks of a launch, of a pre-launch, then a launch, then an after launch, then an encore. As Lightworkers and spiritual business owners, we don't know all the marketing and the business and all those things. We didn't start out for that. It's not really what we signed up for. Or the dog. But anyway, I will get off my soapbox. So Contribution Freedom Monday. Robin is a 9. She says she thinks she was a 7 or 8 last week. It's improving. Great. Rob, I don't know if you've written that. Why it's gone up. You don't have to, but for me it's at an 11. So Contribution Freedom Monday is at an 11, even with the dog. So he's been quiet the whole time. I've been in for 3.5 hours and he's not barked once. So I don't know if somebody's at the door or what. It's not my dog. And if you're a dog lover, you're good with it. But yeah, so contribution, mine's at an 11. Mine was at an 11 last week, and I embarked on my vision board challenge. I'm glad that it's improving. So is it that you're taking soul guided action, you're downloading and you're visualizing yourself manifesting? Obviously you went through the vision board challenge. Did that make any difference in terms of, have you actually taken any action to contribute, or is it the feeling? That's a question. That fear is a real thing, skews our perspective and tries to keep us from our purpose. Why is that? If we literally have this purpose, this calling. Mel Robbins was saying that a woman had asked a question, and the woman had goals and dreams of 25 years that she'd not taken action on. 25 years. That's crazy to me. Robin says that Energy Healing TV says manifesting by filling in those gaps, making it more realistic for us. I've jumped ahead before and I couldn't really see it happening. Won't manifest if I can't see and feel it. Yeah, it is. And that's for our purpose as well. Like, you know, there's things that, so in order for me to do this live, I have to sign up for StreamYard. I'm on the paid plan again now. Like I've usually been on the paid plan. When I was doing my MMMK challenge, I hadn't upgraded because I hadn't used it for a while. I hadn't been on live. And then, you know, doing the live stream and then putting it in on the YouTube channel, putting it on the group, reaching out and inviting people in and doing this and doing that, you know. And I said to someone, I messaged them with the new Facebook group, the new community, I would say. And I said, oh, I missed you on the challenge week. And she's like, I've been watching some. I don't know who's watching. People are watching us, but not everybody comments and not everybody says. So like when it looks like, oh, it's not reaching anyone, nobody's. Last week, somebody said to me, a soul sister said she'd been downloading these episodes. And I was like, what? I had no clue. Oh, it might have been the week before. The dog wants to join on camera. No, he does not. Barely no. Yes. She said, Robin says, Energy Healing TV says, since I started your vision board challenge, I've been getting downloads and also following divine guidance. Can I get an amen? I've not actually contributed more or differently yet. I'm feeling it. That's the point. And that, I love that. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad I asked it in that way, because the universe is going to give you the way, and you're going to have that guided. Did you say that you've had the downloads and the divine guidance. I say that soul guidance as soul guided influences and divine guided influences, whatever it is, that's the word, right? That's beautiful. I love that. And so for me, and it's doing the same for me. It's my work, but it's doing the same for me in every area of my life, and I love it. So thank you. So we've rated our vibration. We've talked about the vision boards. So this is the kicker, right? This is how it goes. We're having the visualization, right? We're noticing each area of our life, and then we're like, okay, well, I've rated my vibration because I'm feeling it, I'm visualizing it, I can see myself doing it, right? I've got my feet up and everything here. I can see myself doing it. It's late at night, I'm cool. And okay, now part of the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast is like, okay, what are the one, two, or three things that we can do, that we can intend for the week, our soul intentions, living an intentional life. What are the 1 to 3 things that we can do around our life purpose and our business, and fulfilling that, how we can contribute between now and next Monday? Right, for me, I've actually started to friend request people that might be in alignment with a new community, women over 40 in spiritual business. That's one thing that I know I'm going to do throughout the day, even if it's like 5 new people that I reach out to, right? The second thing is actually voice noting everyone and connecting and saying, you know, what would make this a great community for you, and getting feedback from that. And the next thing is to do the last day of my MMMK challenge. If I do that between now and next Monday, and then the bonus is doing my boot camp, like revising that, but that's a big chunk. So am I likely to get that done in the next 4 days completely? Maybe not, but the MMMK and welcome videos need to be done. So for me, that's what I intend to do. So what are the 1 to 3 things that you intend to do? Write it down in your journal. I've got my Soul Legacy journal. And so today I've been out of the house, so I haven't done the whole journaling, but those are the things that I've been doing and I thought about, but I haven't written down. So I'll write them when I come off the live, I'll write them down. And so then next week I look back and I go, what did I intend for that week? Okay, when can I do it? When in the day? So the next step is then, okay, I need to put that in my calendar. When do I have that time? How long is it going to take me? How much time do I need to allocate to that? How many friend requests am I going to send out? And actually having a quantifiable, is that the right say? A quantifiable number, like a tracking, a metric to be able to track that it's practical, that I can look back and say, I intended that. And if the universe gives me something else, and as I was doing that today, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to ask what people want. This is what I want to do before I even launch the group. Like, what would you like to see in there? That is something that I hadn't planned. I started to do that today. So yes, I want to grow the community. Yes, I want to be, and my motivation is on my vision of, I want to see and meet the spiritual business women. I actually want to have relationships and get out from behind the camera and give hugs. I'm a hugger, right? Like I genuinely do. And you know, people that are in the UK for sure at first, and just really like having a community of sisterhood. Like I said, for me, I don't know if you were on, Robin, when I said that, like, I don't have that around me. And the frustration and the contrast has been at its high for me to say, do you know what? That's my intention. I intend to attract people that are in my vicinity. So write down the 1 to 3 things that you can, whether you're watching live, you're watching on the replay, you're watching live, wherever you're watching, leave me a comment, like the video, share this out. I would love that. I would love it. And I want to meet you. Lurking and just watching. It helps the YouTube channel if you subscribe. And it helps the YouTube channel if you comment as well. That would be amazing. And stop dropping off when I speak to you. It's funny. All right. So I have everyone that comes on and they stay with me for the whole entire life. Let's keep intending that. Let's speak that out into existence. This is amazing. I'm tired. All right, I'm not tired. I'm energized. All right, so we did the vision board, we did the rating, we did the soul intentions. I have my notes, but I'm kind of free flowing and ripping, which makes this longer. Okay. All right. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. All right. Book for the day. I haven't read a book for the day. Did I listen to one when I was walking? No, I was talking to my nephew and I was talking to my mum. Then I was greeted at the church where the nativity was by my granddaughter. I saw my grandson, a little brother, and I was talking to her other grandma. And it's really weird to share a granddaughter. It's just really weird. I've always shared a granddaughter, obviously, but it's just seeing my granddaughter up in her house is just really weird. It just is. So obviously she's my son's, and my son made his transition 9 years ago. So it's just really weird, but it was really beautiful. So I'd spent a long time with her today. So I didn't read a book. So the book for today is my book. And that is all. Like, I may listen to something before or when I get in the bath or what have you, but I will be very transparent. The book for today, I usually have a book. It's usually Asking It Is Given or something. I have lots of books that I listen to, and I will listen to something on contribution. And I was planning on like, yeah, I'll do my book and I will say something from the book, but really, I'm not going to. Yeah. Stop dropping off when I speak to you. Yeah, when I speak to someone, because I can see that, when the numbers are up. And then when I say, hey, comment, they get off. And yeah, it's funny. Unless they stay on and then it doesn't show me. But yeah, let's stay in touch. Let's be engaged. Let's stop hiding behind closed doors and doom scrolling on social media. But the more I say stop, that's saying yes to stop. So it's languaging and the feeling of it. The feeling is that I would love to contribute and I would love to have a conversation with you. I'm just saying. All right, so we did the book for the day, kind of. Have you got my book on replay? I know Robin has. Have you got that book? It's an epic book. And if you got the book, you wouldn't be doom scrolling on social media. I'm just saying. So, card for the day is, I think you'll like this one. Keepers of the Light. I'm being playful. Keepers of the Light. Have you pulled a card for today? This is the card. Can you see that? Do you know what? Like, do you know what people do this whole thing and then they instantly get it at the right angle, no ring lights, all the things up to. I'm like, I want to learn how to do that. Is that the right way around? Because it's backwards for me. It says mirrored. Oh, when I have it mirrored, you can read it. Can you read it? Robin, can you read that? What does it say? Tell me what it says and then I'll read it out. You tell me what it... Hang on. You know I do. I can't remember what I said. Yeah, you can read it. Oh, can you? Awesome. All right. It's called White Eagle. All right. Ancestor Spirit. Can I get an amen? Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. I'm sorry that I'm blurry, but hopefully the card is not. White Eagle is a Native American shaman who is dedicated to honoring our spiritual heritage. He is a world-renowned spiritual guide who has been particularly cherished by mediums all over the world. He first spoke through a medium called Grace Cook in the early 20th century. He's a guide who helps create clear channels in our bloodline and spiritual lineage so we can access the heart of the Creator. I love that. All right, cool. Okay. He helps us move into sacred harmony where we can hold space to honor a change and transition and celebration or anything else that deserves time. That's exactly what I'm going through. Thank you. That's exactly. When you get what you need to hear just when you need to hear it. I love it. Okay, cool. Does that resonate with you? Let me know. He is wonderful for clearing space and we can call on him for forging in spiritual connections. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm loving it. Okay, extended message. Take some time to honor just how far you've come, which I looked at the slides and I was horrified, but I'm like, okay, yeah, I've come far. Recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness. Healing the journey really allows us to move into the state of grace and gratitude. Absolutely. You have or have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family in spirit so that you can set a new energy of love in place. Absolutely. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to clear your spirit. Oh, thank you very, very much. It's beautiful. I love that. If that resonated with you, let me know. I love that. White Eagle, ancestor spirit. Yeah, that's beautiful, isn't it? I love the keepers of the light. Thank you, Carl Gray. I'm going to do the note from the universe just as a little bit. I love that too. We get what we need when we need. Yeah, and when we don't have that consistency, and I drop off. I no longer drop off. Does that count? I'm tired. I'm not tired. Can't do it. I can do it. This is what happens to the brain. Right, I read a book. I don't even know where it is. Do I see it? Oh, I have to get this book. It's called The Law of Attraction, something or the other. And it says about when we're saying no and don't and can't and whatever else it says. Notice how much I say it. I'm like, oh my goodness. And obviously then when you say no, we know this, when we say no to something, it's in our vibration. And I'm on here saying, well, raise your vibration. And I'm like, the words, but it's not just the words, it's a feeling. I'm trying. Sorry, not sorry. How about that? Okay, let me do the note from the universe before I just get myself into all kinds of bubbles. Hang on. 1 second. All right, note from the universe. This is by Mike Dooley. So if you've not signed up for Mike Dooley's note from the universe, it's really cool. So this is like the universe saying, so he's speaking as though he's speaking from the universal perspective. He says, sometimes, Iona, even for me, predictions are tricky business, really tricky. But I've discovered that one of the very best ways of forecasting the future comes from listening to what other people tell themselves and close friends in casual conversational tones. Shh, it's not that I'm eavesdropping the universe. And it says, P.S. Iona, you'd be amazed by how many incredible, accurate fortune tellers are out there. Words become things too. So listening to what other people, what are you saying to yourself? And I've just done that, haven't I? What am I saying to myself, like in real time, and making sure that actually you're on the vibration. I'm being playful and I'm good. It's not like I'm sad and I'm dwelling on something, but we definitely want to choose our words. I was going to say watch our words, choose our words, so they're supportive. And you go, I'm still doing it. All right, I'm going to do the soul income game and then we'll do gratitude. How about that? And then we'll wrap this thing up so you can go get in the bath and then go listen to my own teachings so I can finish off some teachings tomorrow. So the soul income game, if you have not played this with the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, this journal is a magical journal. It's actually a blank notebook. So you get to write down what it is that you want to manifest and you want to create every single day around contribution, around your health, around your emotions, around your environment, your relationships, your spirituality, and your financial freedom. Amazing, because we are co-creators, right? And as Robin said, divine guidance. So your divine guidance goes in here. Now, when we play the soul income game, and that's what it says, the soul client income game. You want to think of your soul clients and being in spiritual business and receiving money. Really receiving. You know, when you're giving, receiving, being okay with receiving. Are you okay with receiving? And it's not your business that's receiving, it's you that's receiving. So are you open to receiving? If this journal gives you vibrational money, are you open to, oh, Robin, do you know what happened? Right? We play this all income game. It's called Bank 50K in 50 days. So every day you get £1,000, dollars or euros, wherever you are, to spend. Will you spend your vibrational money? Because the universe is giving you money. Are you going to receive it as part of your life purpose, as part of building a spiritual business around your purpose? If you don't spend the vibrational money, you get 7K in a week, you get 10% you to tithe to a worthy cause. My worthy cause is Compassionate Friends. It's a charity for bereaved parents, because I am one. Now, the rest of it you spend throughout the week. And if you want to carry it over to Sunday, Financial Freedom Sunday, you can, so you can make a bigger purchase. I usually spend my vibrational money voucher on Sundays, and I let you guys know what I've spent my money on. Okay. If I want something through the week that I want to purchase, I can purchase it with real money, obviously, or my vibrational money. We don't hoard it. We don't save it. We don't pay bills with it. But if you really want to, come from the space that your bills are already done. Now, what was it yesterday? It was Financial Freedom Sunday. I did not spend my vibrational, my own vibe. I just lost like 6K. I didn't spend my own vibrational money. I realized, I think it was this morning, I was like, oh no, I snoozed. If you snooze, you lose. I lost it. How is that even? But I will give myself grace, because I was doing my vision board challenge all week, and I did a couple of lives yesterday, and every day I've been doing 2 lives, and it was a 2-hour live. All things, these are excuses. I didn't spend my vibrate. I lost it. Yeah. So yeah, you snooze, you lose. It's not cool, is it? It's just saying to the universe, like, I can't be bothered to spend the money that you're giving me. Are you open to receiving? Like, wide open to receiving, serving, showing up, speaking out and serving, deep and receiving. Because if we're not open to receiving, where are we going to be? Really, for real? Oh no, you didn't spend it. No, I did not spend my own vibrational money voucher. Wow. I better believe that's not happening again. Better believe I'm going to spend my money again. See, by saying that's not going to happen again, then it's going to happen again. You've been productive this week too. Girl. So anyway, spend your vibrational money voucher. I'm going to spend up this money. I'm going to spend it up before Sunday, let me tell you. Do you know why? Because why I didn't spend it, excuse me, is because, excuses. This is a reason. Is because normally I'll spend it on like a big purchase, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll go on a holiday, and I could have spent it on the Abraham Hicks cruise. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man, I have to wait a whole week. But I wanted to spend it on the little things that I had been visualizing all week, like as I'm making like the switch of location to go up to Leeds, because I've been doing research on that and looking up pricing, and for like swimming lessons up there, for salsa, for different things, for nights out, for meals, for different things. And so it was like little bits of money, if that makes sense. And it would take, time to intend of when I go up there. So I kind of did a lot of things, but I didn't actually go. There was a couple of things actually that I did click on tickets and things like that. So I will, but I didn't add it up. I didn't do it. I didn't play the game full out. Okay. All right. I didn't play the game full out. I half-assed it. But I'm happy with what I did. I've had a very productive week. I'm like intending before I get there. Right. And actually doing the lives and watching my lives as well. And my contribution freedom is high. So we're good. All right, so we're going to do gratitude. Spend your vibrational money voucher on the things that are on your vision board. If you haven't done your vision board challenge for the 1 week to create a badass spiritual business vision board with me, I'll leave the link in the cards, the description, the show notes, all things in the end screens, all those things. You can grab it, watch it at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. You can also watch it in the Global Networking Hub. I believe it's Hub 2. And you can come to a 2-hour monthly coaching call to get some support on not only your vision board, but actually your business and manifesting that light work and that lifestyle balance. I do support you. My book supports you, and I have a masterclass called the Spiritual Business Book Marketing on YouTube masterclass and Bank 50, live masterclass and Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. So check out the soullegacyacademy.com and you'll get all the details there. Let's say gratitude. The way that I like to say gratitude, and I say this every single day. And so with the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast for living an intentional life, we want to raise our vibration intentionally every single day. And one of the ways that we do that is, one, we're visualizing, we're rating our own vibration, so we're self-aware, we're setting in soul's intentions, and we're educating ourselves, reading a book, and we're following the guidance with, a card and what have you, and notes from the universe. I love it. And then we play the vibration of money voucher. So we're actually visualizing and, seeing ourselves actually receiving. And then we express gratitude for the things that we've received or the things that we want to receive. You're welcome. So I say I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. So you can do it with me. You can write it down. But every single day, I know you express gratitude anyway, but this is a way to do it with intention and do it in a way where you don't leave any area of your life out. I will do it. I'll say it, and then you can say yours or write yours down. And so when you rate your vibrational frequency, write that down in your journal so you can come back to next week and look back at your vibration, see if you're high vibing or low vibing. But when you're expressing gratitude and you're visualizing and you're feeling good, it should take you out of soul funk and into soul flow and tuned into that soul guidance. So say I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. Whether it's something in the past, something in the present, or something in the predicted future. And I realize that I'm taking a while to explain it, but that's the intention behind it. And so I talk about each area of your life, and I've got an acronym for it called the C.H.E.E.R.S to Financial Freedom Frequency. You want to rise and reside at the C.H.E.E.R.S to Financial Freedom Frequency for living an intentional life. So C is contribution freedom, which is today. H, health freedom. E, emotional freedom. The other E is environmental freedom, relationship freedom, spiritual freedom, and financial freedom. So the 7 days for this 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast. Get it? Okay. And that's just to remind you if you don't, because when I say something, I assume people know, and they're like, no, I didn't get it. So hopefully you've caught it. So I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate contributing. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the contribution that I have made to my granddaughter, actually, just being her grandmother and passing down and raising my son in a certain way, and that shining through with my granddaughter. So I'm happy and grateful and appreciate that. I can see it. I'm happy because I took time to raise my children. I know other people do, but I really took time. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate health, that I'm sleeping so much better. It's lovely. Like in the morning, actually, I'll save that for spiritual freedom. Yeah, I'm happy and grateful that I'm sleeping so much better. While I'm asleep, I feel like I've been asleep. Do you know what I mean? I'm really rested. And then I've had like another nap kind of thing. I've woke up. But anyway, I'll leave that for spiritual freedom. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate emotionally the laughs that I've had today. The laughs and the chuckles as watching my granddaughter smile as she's been singing, and watching her little brother, my grandson, waving at her and shouting sis, and everybody's laughing. It's just really, really heartwarming that I got to see that and witness that. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the environment, like going out the house, getting that fresh air, and just being in different environments today. I've been on a little train, and I went back to an area which I used to live, almost there. It was nice. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate relationships that my granddaughters, or the grandmother, has just been there for her. And we were chatting, and we were just laughing and talking and reminiscing. It was really nice. And I got a hug from my granddaughter's mum, which she hates giving hugs, but I make her hug me anyway. And yes, I do make her hug me anyway. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate. I'm relocating 200 miles. She's going to hug me. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate spiritual freedom. So I woke up in the middle of the night. Let me know if this resonates with you. I woke up in the middle of the night. Have you ever heard, you've heard of Wayne Dyer, right? Late Wayne Dyer. And I heard him say about, and people say, I think they say witching's hour. When you wake up in the middle of the night, like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, do not go back to sleep. And when I'm like in that co-creation mode, I tend to wake up in the middle of the night, but I've been sleeping really well. And I realized that I said, I'm happy and grateful for my sleep. And I thought, oh, well, actually you woke up and you had broken sleep, but it doesn't feel like broken sleep. And then I had another nap. And so when I woke up, I was playing Neville Goddard. That has just really come into my world. And he was saying, and on the video, he was saying about when you wake up at like 3 in the morning, don't go back to sleep. Those are the hours, like, follow that divine guidance, like the prayers and like the visualization and all the things that we've been doing on throughout the vision board challenge week, and setting your routines and setting your intentions and living with intention, all the things in the middle of the night. And I'm just like, oh, wow. And he's saying set a bedtime routine. I don't actually have well, we have a bedtime routine, but I don't have a bedtime routine. I hadn't had a bedtime routine where I'm like visualizing, or I've been playing my vision board before I go to sleep. That is saying like have like more of a practice around your bedtime. Do you have that? Have one for the morning. I've been playing my vision board in the morning and at night. Robin, have you done your vision board yet? When you do it, will you play it in the morning and at night and see what actually happens? What I'd like everyone to do is play their video. So that's spiritual freedom. Anyway, that was the point. I'm happy and grateful. I'm happy and grateful for that. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate financial freedom. Oh, money. My train ticket. I paid for my train ticket. I went into the office and I said, I got the train ticket to the destination, and I said, how much is a return? And I think it was 30 pence more. I was like, I'll have that. I actually bought it, but then I got a lift home. I'm being grateful and appreciate that I could pay for that train ticket on the day to go actually see my granddaughter. And you might think that's small, but when you've been in a position where you've had contrast and you've had bankruptcy and you've had your home repossessed and you've had what, and you say, you know, if my circumstances turn around, I will always be grateful. I'm just always grateful for the little things, like my host skater went out, I think, today. I've been grateful because I didn't have to think about it. I think it was host skater. Something went out, a bill went out. You know, like I was talking about on financial freedom, like my vibration was a 10 rather than 11, because I was like, oh, when I'm spending the money, not thinking, oh, well, not having the prosperity thoughts around it. So that was my intention. So that was me doing that today. So that was that. Robin, Energy Healing TV says, I'm terrible for going back to sleep. I went back to sleep this morning. That's why I was like, well, I feel really rested. I did go back. I don't go back to sleep straight away. I actually was listening to that. I didn't do any practices or anything like that, but I was listening to that and really thanking, you know, the universe. And he says about getting the lessons and appreciation and forgiveness and forgiving others. And it was just really, I put it in the playlist. I'll try and remember to, it'll go to the bottom of the playlist. I was going to say I'll try and remember to put the one that I've listened to at the top, but that's just effort. So it just naturally goes to the bottom unless I have the setting. I don't know. But anyway, it's pretty cool. Robin says, I'm terrible for going back to sleep. Sometimes I remember what drops in and sometimes I don't. I forget to write it down too. Girl. Face palm. Girl. Fortunately, it's been dropping in when I'm awake for the day later in the morning. Yes. Love that. Love that. I'm looking forward to hearing your downloads. Still working on your vision board, but that's a great idea. Play it in the morning. But I don't think I did that in the steps, did I? Yeah, play it in the morning. I do Ho'oponopono. I say Ho'oponopono in the morning when I open my eyes. And he says on that particular video, he says about having that silence just and being comfortable with it. I'm like, okay, I will do that. And I have the Ho'oponopono prayer. And then I play my vision board. And then he says Neville Goddard's teaching says the 5 minutes before you go to sleep, that is like the holy grail of, like, if you've said affirmations in the day, it's like so much more powerful. I'm like, okay, but I've woken up with that, just that energy and that creation and that what have you. But yeah, it's only like a minute or something, the vision board. Mine's 1:20. But as I was listening to that, I was like, okay, well, how am I going to do that? How am I going to fit it in? I'm single now, but I want to be in a relationship, and I'm imagining, okay, before you go to sleep, it's got to be realistic for you. Like, what can I do at the end of my day? Like, could I just sit in silence for a couple of minutes? Because he's like, do this sacred space, do it in the morning. What I actually had thought of is writing in my Soul Legacy journal the next day, like just writing out like the things that we cover, just writing that out so it's ready for the morning. I've intended what kind of day I have. That I think that will be a really good one to do. So I intend to do that as listening to that, because when I listen to something, I want to take action. When you're listening to me, don't just be listening to me and then go do nothing. Doesn't make sense. Like me, I could just do this by myself, like without the camera on, but I've done it and I wanted to do it for you. And so, and I do it for my students as well. And so thank you so much for sticking around. Hopefully you've got value. If I cannot see where it is that you're commenting, say if you're on, no, it's not on LinkedIn. Oh no, I have shared it out actually. I think, did I? Oh, I don't even know if I did. Let me know where you're watching from, because there's people on and I don't know where you're watching from, and I would love to connect with you. We've got the Women Over 40 in Spiritual Business community Facebook group right now. I would love to have you in there. I don't think I've done the membership questions, just request to join. We're going to collaborate, and I want to collaborate, have your spiritual teachings in there, be in the spotlight, just really showing up, speaking out and serving deep, like getting that practice in if we're not really as confident on camera, and just giving each other grace and, you know, sharing each other's stuff out, and just acknowledging that, you know, we are doing really well, and we are serving, and we're willing to serve, and we're willing to show up, and you know, we've got each other's backs, and we've got a space that says, you know what, yeah. And the reason why I keep I'm like women over 40 is because I was going to do women over 50. So I'm 51, but like I'm a baby in my 50s. It was when I was in my 40s. No, it wasn't. I was in my 30s actually. But my 40s was like just really that time, looking forward to my 40s and thinking about legacy even more. So yeah, so that's it. You know, I would love to support you in launching your day, leading your day, and leaving your day, and doing it with ease, grace, and flow every single day here at the 7 Freedoms Frequency Podcast for Intentional Living. I come on live on the Soul Legacy TV Spiritual Business Success with Iona YouTube channel. You can listen to this on Spotify and Audible when I download it and upload it to there. But thank you for joining me. Do come to the masterclass. Do come to the monthly call, join that community as well. And I was thinking that actually for all those who introduce themselves, share all the social links, share all the freebies, whatever gifts you have, then gifting one of my calls so I can hold everybody accountable to actually, you know, really living into our purpose. I think that's the mission and the goal. There's too many people hiding behind closed doors, and there's too many people coming on here lurking, not commenting, and it supports the YouTube channel. One, if you like it, and two, if you comment. And wherever you're watching this, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what you're doing, who you are, where you are in the world, because you have a purpose. And either my face or my red t-shirt or the title of this has intrigued you, and you've stayed with me this long. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Robin. You're amazing. Thank you for spending this time with me. I cannot believe I did an hour. I started off super tired, but it lights me up. It's like 10:20 at night for me here in the UK. I don't know what time it is for you, but big love. I will see you for Health Freedom Tuesday. Again, come back on next Monday. Let me know what you've intended and how high vibe you're vibing. All right. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Robin says you did that. Oh, hang on. So welcome. That's a great idea. Thank you you're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you, love. All right. Take care.